From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, bop.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is D from Brooklyn, and you caught me in the act of cleaning the frag tank, or what used to be the frag tank. This is my little 20 all-in-one that I made to house my clowns and corals from the big tank. And as you can see, these mushrooms have completely moved onto the glass and have become quite the sight. Now, one thing that I'll mention is you're going to see algae in here because crap happens. The zinnia have grown very, very dense. I'll probably be cutting these. The next time you see this tank, I'm going to cut all of the waving hand zinnia off my little rear refugium area and let the GSP that's on the back kind of spread across there, trying to create some defined areas. Sad to say, Pavona have really died back. I'm going to break this piece off and I'll put a new chalice here. This looks like an Astorina, and yes, it is an Astorina snail. This is an Astorina snail. Hard to see, but it's a little tiny starfish that becomes a pest really quick, so I just take those out, put them on the side. But this piece here, let me get my trusty pointer. That's where I got it here. There you guys can see. This piece here has suffered a lot of dieback. That was generally because of lack of dosing. I stopped dosing for quite a bit. I went on vacation for a while, and the heat down here in the basement probably hit about about 82 or better. So yeah, this took a hit. But as you've seen, if you're a subscriber, and if you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button right now, ring the bell, give me a like, is that I more often than not grow this right back. I break it off, grow it right back. I'm going to do something a little different because this Pavona started aggressively growing along this entire rock, as did this mushroom right here. This baby is blocking my view. This one was here and I cut it on Monday, and guess what? It rolled back and attached its foot to this rock. So the good thing about that is now that it's attached to the rock, I can move it back here somewhere. But the reason they're here is because I have my swirling flow. Blows all of the food and nutrients. When I clean the tank, when I flush out all the dirt, it blows it this way, and the mushrooms are excellent at absorbing all of those particles and things in the water. So you're going to see quite a bit of rescaping. Frog spawn doing okay. It's a little closed up now because I goofed around with the tank. I may get a rose bubble tip to put in this corner because I'm not happy with the coral in that corner. It's kind of a dead spot where my overflow is, so I'm constantly having to clean it. And there's a bit of algae over there too. If I can zoom in and move you guys that way, you can see the algae just gets caught on that coral back there right before it goes in an overflow. So I'm constantly having to clean that, and that's a pain in the neck. We want the hobby to be easy. This way it is better taken care of. So I'm going to move that, as well as these two giant green mushrooms. They open super wide when I clean the tank, which I do like so. I'm going to show you. There's no sand in this tank, so the bottom predominantly, since there's nothing on there, gathers a lot of sediment. So if I do like this with a turkey baster, stick it down in a little crevice and blow up, you see a cloud of whatever's down there just come up in the water column for all my corals to just enjoy. There's not a lot now because I cleaned the tank. Now I just messed up the glass, but you'll see that sediment, and that's with a bare bottom tank. You'll see that sediment cloud that just comes up. Zinnia, all of those really less needy corals love that, and that's why a lot of people do a lot better with soft corals than hard corals, because hard corals actually feed off of that nutrients and all of that sediment that's in the water column of what we call dirty tanks. So when your tank becomes really ultra clean, or you're striving to get the perfect number and you're like, wow, how come my corals are closing up, it's usually because you took away a food source or you really irritated them by making a big change. So that is what's up with that. Another thing I did is I cleaned up this corner. Let me zoom out here. You'll see this corner here. I'll move the camera. Right here where there was a really big rock, I actually just flipped the rock over so that it would have a flat surface for my clowns to kind of chill, because they've been just chilling in these mushrooms. But I'm hoping to get them to breed. So I made some triangle breeding tiles that I'm going to probably put in this place. I'll either move this rock out and put them there, or I'm going to play it by ear. But anyway, I'm planning on doing some simple rearrangement here to make room for something else. So stay tuned for that. Now let's swing around. Now this has become the frag tank for the frag tank because you'll see I have so many of those mushrooms. I have some more here. I just added another one from upstairs, which is in that little rock, a little baby one. And this one I realized was not attached to anything, but they're trying to attach to the glass, so I'll probably put some rock rubble on the floor for them to attach to. I don't know why these guys love attaching to the glass. And I moved some purple from upstairs. I moved the purple mushrooms from upstairs down here to try to get some color in here. There's another one right there, if you can see it. I'm trying to do this with the tripod. There's a lovely purple there, hidden in the crevice of the rock. Yep, the glass isn't perfectly clean, but it is what it is. So, the spotted cardinals are chilling. My female bred one last time and kicked the bucket, my female Molly. So now I have two males in here. This is Shorty, which is one of my original broods. Shorty's gotten bigger. Look at the sail on Shorty. He's turned completely white. I thought he was going to be gray, but it's turned completely white. And here's the other mushroom right here, as you can see right there. And this is the ultra lowest tech tank you could actually have. A sponge filter in the back, which you can see, which aerates the salt water and has a nice little bacterial, positive bacterial bed for bacterial bed for the bacteria. That was a dumb thing to say, right? A surface for the bacteria to grow on. It's just a sponge filter. And here is my little Aqua Clear 20, which runs the tank. I actually have the flow a little low because it was blowing the hell out of my GSP and everything was going a little nuts, so I lowered the flow a little bit. And in doing that, I'm seeing a little bit of coralline growth pop up. So I just dose about 2.5 milliliters of bionic 2-part for this tank, because it's only about 11 gallons and you don't want to go crazy overboard trying to dose a little tank when you could just do water changes. So my torch just closed up because I just freaked it out, put my hand in there about 50 times. But look at these spotted cardinal, how they turn black when I goof around with the tank. There's 3 of them in there. One of them always sits all the way down in the crevice, so you never really see it. And then this is the alpha right here. Alpha's always chasing everybody around, so hopefully they'll breed in there. Who knows? But these cardinals, they get aggressive in a tight place. So if you think about keeping fish like cardinals and you keep a group, just realize once one becomes the alpha, the other ones really take a beating, and they always do better in a bigger tank. This is only like 11 gallons, so not the ideal. And everything is run by my LEDs. This is a knockoff brand. I don't even remember the name of it, but it has been doing well. Not growing anything fancy. And True Blue is the color of choice. Not a lot of whites. I run them predominantly on blue. Blue. As much blue, even though the light has reds in it and has greens in it. The color of choice is predominantly blue. Blue is on like 100%. The whites are on like 50, if not a little bit less. I probably have them a little higher, which is why I'm getting this hair algae, because I think I turned it up. And that is the update. So simple. Small, simple, nothing complicated, no reactors. I got my protein skimmer in this tank, which I'll try to give you a peek of. Doing this with one hand, as we YouTubers seem to do all the time. This is a Reef Octopus Nano. You can see there, but I have run this tank for quite a long time without a protein skimmer, because when the tank is this small, pretty much a bucket water change is pretty much removing most of your nutrients. Not hard to do a bucket water change. So people, there it is, the update, the back to school update. And that is my salt. Cleaning the tank upstairs, and wifey's cooking, and it's hot as blazes up there, but I just cleaned the skimmer out, and I will show you the next update will be on the 125. Look at the snails over there. That's another thing I had to do. I don't have any snails upstairs. I don't have any algae upstairs either, but I don't have any snails there. And my snails down here perished after about a couple of months, so I have to get some more, which is why this is growing. I did have to take the urchins out. The urchin finally died. So 2 years I had that black spiny urchin. I'm gonna miss it. I really love them, even though he knocked crap over all the time. I'm going to just get some huge turbo snails to keep algae things under control in this tank. Right now, the only fish in here are my pair of clowns, and they are living their best life. So love, peace, and hair grease to y'all trying to start your tanks. You can keep it simple. You don't have to go off the deep end. You can keep a lot of simple corals and not drive yourself to drink. Just understand what your limitations are and do your best. And that's my message for today. Do your best, take what you got, make what you need until you can afford what you want, and by that time you no longer need it. This is D signing out. See ya. Coming soon, I think I'm gonna grow a mangrove tree in this corner.